Hello, my name is Ardrum. I have purchased a interface. It's the Scarlett 4th Gen and the hardware comes with free softwares. So I downloaded almost all of it, and one of those softwares is BX console Focusrite SC. So the first time I did not put any attention to it, but when I checked the software in the site, it has some hype to it and I questioned it at the first time. So what I do is I read it and I soon knew that the hype, there was something about the hype. It was a real and legendary hardware that is emulated into a software. So it is not cheap, but the very day that I plan to make a video about the Focusrite SC software, there was this YouTube video that was very recently posted, and it is about the SC console. So what we are going to do is explore a very few parts of the software. It's the compressor and expander and the de-esser. So the other parts are a lot more complicated because they are frequency response and I'm not yet knowledgeable about those things. So let's go. Okay, so we are gonna start in the de-essing. That's the first one that we're gonna do. So you can see this red button. It is to activate the de-essing part. This is the frequency. Above it is the listen button. So everyone always give the advice that you should listen to the sound. So when I listened to the sound, the most sibilant part was the 4K and 7K, but there's uh, also other ways to check where the sibilance is, and you're just gonna use an EQ. When I look at the EQ, visually it's telling me it's 3K and 5K that is the most sibilant. So I think we're just gonna go with what the EQ is saying. Maybe let's go 5K with this. So what I have prepared is just some very sibilant words, and this part, the sensitivity, is where we gradually maybe increase how much de-essing is applied. Fish, vice, vase, zip, zip, ship, shop, chop, 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 fish, vice, vase. So I have over exaggerated my sibilance with the word uses. You can see that the de-essing is activated when this part glows yellow. You know it's activating. So that's the part of the de-esser. I hope you hear something that's maybe attenuating the S's. But let's move on to the next part. Let me see. We are gonna compress on the second part. So compressing is one of the most basic knowledge that you will need in music production. It's just attenuating some of the too loud parts of a sound and making the dynamics a lot more consistent. Let's let's put this one first, maybe like that. So I don't know if you hear something inconsistent about that, but let's try to decrease the threshold. So okay, already you can hear almost the volume gets lessened. Let's try this mix part. It's like mixing the uncompressed and compressed sound. So the fader is telling us we are peaking at 4. The number is so small, we can maybe over exaggerate the threshold. So if you overdo it, you will notice that all of the sound is almost muted. That's what the threshold is doing. I guess we're gonna move on to the third part, which is something that I discovered and I like it the most out of the 3. So what we're gonna do is the expanding. This thing is very interesting, but the sound source is like it's in your face. So let's try to hear it. Will I ever survive? So we're gonna use the knob that we used with DS, but we're not gonna go to the left. We're gonna go to the opposite side to expand. Will I ever survive if you are not here by my side? Is there a way I can tell you? Will I ever survive? Will I ever survive if you are not here by my side? Is there a way I can tell you? Your warm hugs and kiss are always on my mind. I miss your affection. So if I have other plugins for compressor that I can use. I don't think I'm gonna use this Focusrite SC for compressing, but the expander really sounds good, and I think I'm gonna have to use it more frequently in some maybe music production. This is just, I don't think I've seen a other plugin that is an expander, so this is my first time. So that's it, we're just gonna do those three: the de-essing, compressing, and expander. So the conclusion of this video is: one, the hype is real. You know, there are audio engineers and producers, those high-end studio, so the hype is real. Number two is, I'm happy to discover this plugin. You know, I should respect it because it has its history. And number three, the plugin is extremely powerful if you know how to use it. That's it, and thank you for watching.